good, YouTube? I'm just making a video about a story about some shit that happened before. I'm just recording on my phone, so this joint it's not gonna look like some of these other YouTubers or whatever, because I don't got millions of dollars and I'm not making millions of dollars off this video. I'm just doing it straight for fun because I'm bored as hell. It's actually like 8 in the morning or something crazy. I'm just bored as hell. Came in my garage working on a mini book. I'm gonna post a video of that soon. But I figured I'd tell this story because I was talking about it with a friend earlier. And this is a story about how someone tried to rob me and it didn't work out the way that they thought. So the story takes place like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. If you watch any of my other videos, you know that back then I used to just be on some wild shit. I was selling weed amongst other things, and I had picked up some acid from this guy. And he hooked me up with a lot of extra pieces, so I kept going to him. And the last time I went to him, he screwed me over, gave me a fake batch, all fake acid. And I had sold it to a bunch of different people. It was like 50 pieces, $10 a piece, so you do the math, not that much money. But I sold it to a bunch of people and no one messaged me and complained, so I had about 3 or 4 pieces left. And a guy I had just met recently, who I was selling weed to, had hit me up for some bud. And I went to sell him some bud and I had the acid on me, and he was actually talking about it, asking me about it, and I said, yo, I actually have like 3 or 4 pieces if you want to buy it. So he went to take it from me. Well, not take it from me, he went to buy it off me, $40, I gave it to him. Everything was straight. Didn't talk to him for like 3-4 days or whatever. And he had hit me up for a ½ ounce of bud. And I'm sorry, I fucking need a drink real quick. He had hit me up for a ½ ounce of bud, and I didn't think nothing of it because he bought stuff like that all the time, at least the times that I was dealing with him. So I hit him up, he hit me up, and we had arranged a time to meet and a place to meet at, just a couple of streets up from where my house is. And I'm going to hop in the shower real quick before I meet him because it was early in the morning. And I get a call from my other friend, the person that actually introduced me to the guy. And he says, yo, are you about to go sell some weed? And I go, yeah, how do you know that? And he goes, don't go, the guy's gonna rob you. I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, he just messaged me, asked me if it's okay if I rob his plug, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Because, I mean, when I was talking to him, he seemed like a nice guy or whatever. So at first I was just like, all right, I'm not even going to message him back. I'm not even going to go. And then I started thinking about it more, and it was making me angry. So I'm like, I was nothing but nice to this guy. I didn't know at the time that this is why he did it. And at the end of the story, you'll understand how I know. But I'm like, damn. So the more I think about it, I'm getting angrier and angrier. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to send the guy like a mile away for no reason. Have him walk for no reason and not message him back. But then I'm like, nah, I'm going to just meet up with the guy and see what he's going to do. So I was going to go by myself and just see what was good. At this time, I was messing around with guns or whatever, stupid shit. If you're watching this video, don't rob people, don't try to rob people, don't smoke weed, don't sell drugs, don't sell weed, don't do any dumb shit. It's not worth it. So I go to meet up with the guy, and while I'm about to leave my house, my friend was coming over at the same time to get something. So I told him what was about to happen, where I was gonna go. He's like, fuck it, I'll come with you. If you got any friends and they wouldn't have came with you for something like that, you should probably stop hanging out with them. So we go meet the guy, and as we're walking down the street to go meet him, another one of my friends ride past on his dirt bike. We tell him what's about to go down. He's like, all right, goes to his house real quick, parks it up, meets back up with us, and we go to meet the guys. Normally, every time I meet the guy, it was just him and himself. That's it. He was never with nobody else. So he probably thought I was going to come along because I always came along to meet him. So we get to the street we're supposed to meet on, and he's with another guy, and he walks right past me like he didn't even know me or didn't see me or something. So I'm like, look at my friends. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, yo. He goes, oh, shit, I didn't even see you. So him and his friend are walking with me and my 2 buddies. So I'm with 3 people, and the guy that was trying to rob me was with 1 person. And there was another guy across the street. At this time, I didn't know that the other guy across the street was with him, but there was another guy just walking down the street, and then he was with someone next to him. So we're walking down the street or whatever, and I'm like, blah, 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 just follow me down the street because there's a lot of houses right here. We were walking down a dead-end street, and on this street, towards the end, there's, like, no houses at the end. Like, it stops, like, where there could fit, like, 5 or 6 more houses. It's just dead space, nothing there. So I'm like, yeah, let's just get to the end of the street, and I'll give it to you or whatever. So we get towards the end of the street, and I turn around, and I pull my gun out, and I'm like, yo, so who are you gonna rob, bro? And him and his friend just get, like, pale-faced, don't even say anything. And the dude across the street just, like, keeps walking, but he's turning around and shit. At that point, I knew that he was with them, but I'm just, like, ignoring it. So I'm like, I tell my friend, I'm like, yo, empty their pockets. So they start emptying the dude's pockets or whatever, and if I already didn't know he was going to rob me, I knew now because he had nothing on him. He literally had a cell phone, a phone charger, and, like, $3. So they were going to, like, jump me or whatever for my little half-ounce of weed, some petty-ass money, when in reality all he had to do was message me and say, yo, what you sold me isn't real, and I would have gave him his money back, or I would have hooked him up with something else, or whatever the case would have been. So he empties his pockets, and I'm about to leave, and my man gets all angry, and he punches the dude in the face. So he punches him in the face, and then his friend had a set of balls on him, and not caring that I had a gun out, just starts trying to punch my mans. And my other friend starts helping him out, so they're boom fighting 2 people. Dude runs across the street, tries to get in the middle of that. So them 2 are fighting, and I'm holding the dude down that initially hit me up to try to rob me. And I'm like, yo, get your mans, bro. Like, chill the fuck out. You ain't even got to do all this. So I put it away because I'm not going to shoot anybody, bro. I just had it on me for protection because I didn't know if they was going to have something. And at that time, I was just stupid. I was younger, just doing dumb shit. So I put it away. I start helping my mans out. My man just clean clocks this dude. Boom, just falls straight back. Gets fully knocked out. No bullshit. Never seen nothing like this. Like, he just stiffened up and just fell straight back. So I kicked the dude in the face like a dumbass kid that I am, not thinking that you could have easily killed the guy. So I kicked him in the face. Boom. Then my man comes, kicks him in the other way. So he just doom, doom, doom. He's already knocked out. We didn't need to kick the dude. My other friend is fighting some dude. Boom. We go over there, start jumping him. He gets knocked out. And I'm not for jumping. I think everything should be a fair fight, but, you know, that's what they were going to do to me. And at the time, I was younger, and I was just doing dumb shit. Like I said, I don't condone anything I'm talking about, but the story is the story, and the past is the past. So we start beating up that dude. He gets knocked out. And if you don't believe me about any of this stuff, that's fine. But like I said, the story is the story, and the past is the past. Everything went the way it went. That's how it is. I don't condone any of this stuff anymore. I don't promote that shit. It's just a story. So that dude gets knocked out. And then the dude that came to rob me, he's just sitting on the floor and shit, not helping his friends, nothing. So we're walking off. And I turn around, and they're trying to pick the one dude up, and he just keeps falling back over. They pick him up, and he's falling back over. And like the dickhead I was, I'm sitting there laughing at him. So I go home. Probably about 6 months goes by, and I meet a girl. The girl that I'm with now, I've been with her for like 2 years. So I know that this was like at least 2 or more years actually ago. So it was like two or a little bit more than 2 years ago, or like 2 years ago. So I meet this girl, and we're dating and stuff, and everything's fine. I'm still with her now. And I meet her family. I meet her brother, and he doesn't like me. And I'm like, why doesn't he like me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never spoke to him before or anything, so he doesn't really have a reason not to like me. Come to find out, her brother is best friends with the guy that tried to rob me. So I end up seeing the dude again at our other friend's house, because he was friends with that dude, and I just met him. So we start talking, and he basically explains to me that that's why he tried to rob me, because he thinks I sold him fake acid, which, I mean, I guess I did. But nobody else complained. Nobody ever said anything, so I didn't know. I don't take acid myself, so I wouldn't know if it was fake or real. The other times I sold it, everybody was telling me it was some good shit, so I just kept getting it from the same guy. So I guess the dude got me, sold me some fake shit, and I ended up selling him some fake shit. But everything's all good with that guy now. The story's over. Talked to him. He's cool. I've seen him around. I actually just seen him like 2 weeks ago, and he's fine. He gave me a cigarette. And I'm smoking the Juul now. I'm trying to quit cigarettes, but If you smoke cigarettes, you know how that is. But that's the end of the story. Thank you for watching. And if you are watching, like and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting more videos. I'm going to be posting a mini bike build and more story time videos and gaming stuff. But I want to say to anybody else that's watching, I don't condone doing bad shit. Don't do dumb stuff like I did. I'm going to post more stories about a whole bunch of dumb stuff I used to do when I was younger. Don't do it. It's not cool. It doesn't make you look cool. It doesn't make you tough. It doesn't do any of that stuff. It's not alright. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't take any of my stories and then go out and do them, because I don't even do the shit that I'm telling you about anymore. This is my past life stuff I used to do, and I don't promote it. So everybody who's watching this, have a good day. Thank you for watching.